This is my 1.20.1 world. Full disclosure, I do not remember what all mods I have on here, but it's a lot. Like backpacks, holy shit, these things are essential. You can get them in all kinds of colors and materials. The material determines how much space it has. I think I'm up to diamond level. But you throw them down and oh my god, you have all this extra inventory. I guess it's the inside of my house. I think this was toxic armor, I think it's called, that I got in the nether thanks to some nether mod. Yeah, hazmat chest plate. And another mod for cabinets, just because I wanted some slightly different storage and it looked better in the kitchen. Oh yeah, I forgot. Chef's Delight adds a cooking pot. My storage system down here, which is all automated, connects to my garden upstairs and it goes down for many levels. It's all glass and wool and things like that, all stone stuff down here. It took a long time to build that nonsense. And my library for the enchantings of my kitty, which is supposed to have a name tag, but I guess it's not popping. The garden, got a terrace garden, and oh my god, my cherry trees exploded out of control. But yeah, it's a whole terrace garden down into a rice field. One of the mods I have on here is Alex's Mobs, which adds a ton of animals, including kangaroos, which I'm farming for leather, hence why they're boxed in. And this is basically just a rear entrance. Garden shed goes back into the storage system area. The house is terracotta and cherry logs mostly. Go back in a second here. Not that there's a whole lot left to see. I haven't really added much to the upstairs aside from a very empty bedroom. Oh yeah, right. I saw from the outside, I'd almost forgot. I have a potion machine in here with extra cabinets for all the different potions, which I should label because I don't remember which ones are in which cabinets. Look at that view. Those cherry trees are just a delight. Yeah, and then I also have a Waystones mod, which is great. I built this whole landing pad for it. It's also underneath, stuck. Underneath there's a nether portal, the ramp suspended by chains. This is handy because you can go all over the place. It automatically assigns names to each one, so I have mostly just left the villages named as is. Like Brevitor, which is this weird little desert coastal town. Oh yeah, that takes a second to load in. I've got near my cherry villa, it's connected with rail underground, but I also can teleport there. I've got a whole, oh yeah, sometimes it takes quite a while to load in with all these mods. Oh, this is actually being unusually glitchy. There we go. Yeah, I found one of the mods I have adds these like dungeon type areas that have a lot of spawners sometimes. I found one that had a bunch, so I just cordoned it all off. Now it fills up with zombies. I can see them through the tinted glass. Building that down there was a massive pain in the ass. I got killed so many times. But yeah, eventually, when it's working right, they all come up this pipe, get dropped down here, and then I stab them in the feet and collect the XP. And I also made a cow farm here for making books for the library. Oh yeah, another mod I have is obsidian weapons, which are a little OP, but I kind of love them. Makes obsidian more useful. And armor. I think trims is in the default. Paraglider is another really good mod. Highly recommend Paraglider. Whoops, why is it doing that? Cry Redder, Keep a Flame. I don't really remember what any of these are anymore, to be honest. I think, oh yeah, this is a mod. I forget what the name of the mod is, but it created a whole like vertical tower village system. Like I didn't build that. That was from a mod. That's the only one I've found so far. Oh my god, I hate these guys. Oh shit, I don't know why it keeps doing that when I hit that button. Uh, Keep a Flame. I wish I could remember what all of these are, because I think a few of them were kind of neat. Oh yeah, this is just in the Nether. I think this is where I was farming. What you call them things? Uh, Blazes. That's the one. Yeah, this map was tough. Not the Nether, but like this game, because I started way in the far frozen north. Oh yeah, this is what I was looking for. Anyways, it took me a while to get out of the north and find resources, but this is the nearest town, I think, to my main base. I've built it up a whole lot. Lots of, lots of mobs, lots of things going on. Many levels to it. Just a lot of this was here, not the stonework, but a lot of the houses and the tiered stuff was kind of here. I just improved on it, added more stairs and fences, and got them villagers boning. Anyways, the reason I was looking for this because you mentioned the warped stuff. It's useful sometimes. I made a church for the town cleric that I guess is supposed to be to some sort of eldritch, Lovecraftian nether god. So I wanted to make it all colorful and weird. Oh yeah, I can't remember if this is base game or another mod, but these hanging signs are pretty dope. I've been enjoying having that functionality now. Yeah, this place has another. Oh, what's over here? Another library. I kind of let these guys free range, but for some reason their trades kept resetting after I locked them in, so I've had to redo them a couple times. And then way off in the distance, actually, this might be a good excuse to part around with the paraglider. You could see I made a iron farm of sorts. It's not the most effective, but a little fancier than past builds. I can't remember what YouTuber I stole that design from, but it does the job real good. Yeah. The only thing with the waystones that's a bit of a bummer is there's no like recall function really. If you don't have one in your pocket to drop, then you just have to hike back to the nearest one, which is fine, I guess. That's some degree of realism. You're not just warping around. Let's have a honey glazed ham, why not? Oh, right, I forgot. Honey glazed ham is a large food item and I need bowls to eat it. I'll just have spaghettis. Yeah, I think when this place spawned in, it was just a castle and a few houses up and down the hill, so put a lot of stuff in here. I don't think any of the other these are terribly interesting. I know Orca Shores sounds interesting, but there isn't actually much there. I just saw Killer Whales because Alex Mobbs adds that, so I was like, hell yeah, that's the name of this place. But there isn't much here. I think I was just exploring and just dropped a waystone so I'd have an easy way back. Trying to find the first house that I built after I got out of the frozen north, but I don't remember what I labeled it. Oh, we're doing this again. Yeah, I have a lot of mods, probably far too many. Like this is on my big gaming tower, which is a beast of a machine, and it still has this problem pretty regularly. Oh yeah, that was my first little cottage. It's mostly stripped down now, but I still have a kitchen and a few odd things. My nether portal. Yeah, a few veggies. That's about it. Oh, there used to be a paraglider thing because it's based on Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It also had goddess shrines, and there was a little goddess statue there. You can get XP orb things that you can cash in to get more hearts, which is why actually, if you look at the bottom of the screen, I have a shitload of hearts. That's from doing that. But anyways, I moved that statue over to my main area. Pyramids is also one that sounds like it should be interesting, but it's actually not that great. It's whatever mod. It's a big pyramid that spawned in the middle of the desert that has this obnoxious enchantment around the whole area of it that makes it similar to those stupid underwater temples where you get the thing where you can't really do anything until you drink a glass of milk, but it comes back immediately. Unlike the underwater places where you get at least a bit of a reprieve. So I just basically left a waystone there as a midpoint of my explorations. But yeah, this is Cherry Village. That's one of the default ones that spawned in. That was one I half-ass made. That one I made trying to replicate one of the default ones. I just basically just built this little place up to have a beekeeping outpost because it's a flower forest, and I have some mods that add a bunch of handy beekeeping stuff, which I don't entirely remember because I haven't played on this build in quite a while since I took a long break and then switched to 1.21. Oh yeah, where'd it go? One of the mods I have adds all these little different colored cows. And there's one that brings back a lot of the mods that or mobs rather, that they've taken out in the past, or they hinted they might put in, but then removed, like mushrooms and things. But I don't really know where to find those. But yeah, like, there's a lot of crap in here. Oh yeah, I have an airships thing. So if you put a helm on basically any structure, it'll start flying. So like I've made islands fly. I haven't really used it much in this build. I experimented with it a bit and then haven't really fiddled with it since then. A lot of this started as experimenting with things we were going to potentially use on another server, but the server thing has been delayed because apparently it takes quite a bit of processing power to have a lot of mods, and L's being a stick in the mud because they want to administrate it, which means they also insist on being the one who buys the computer we're going to run it on, I guess, because it's cheaper than renting server space, apparently. Like, I've offered to buy it and put up money, and they just keep not doing it, even when I put in the work and find things. So I don't know. I might just fucking do it myself and run a server in the near future, which you guys would totally be welcome to play on. Oh yeah, part of the backpack thing is that you can make patches which add various upgrades. One of which, if I have it, oops, I think it's this one, adds this tank. It's empty now, but this actually sucks up XP, and then you can reverse the flow and pour it all into yourself. So when I'm running the XP farm, I usually use that and fill it up. And that way, when I dump it, I get like 30 or 40 levels all at once, which is great for enchanting. I added a few things here from a mod that was, I think, supposed to replicate being in the Alps. You get some stuff like climbing ropes and lanterns and stuff. That one's okay, but I think it added a bit much. I don't know. Anyways, a lot of stuff, half of which I haven't used. The original plan was to evaluate things and pare it down to a core group of mods, which I never did get around to doing, but you know how that goes. Badlands. Spawn. What am I looking for? Cherry Villa. Did I pass it? Cherry Villa. There we go. It's all glowy. Right, you can see bits of my sorting system. I forget, this is either the outflow or the inflow for something. It's been so long since I've been here, I barely remember. Oh yeah, there's a goddess statue. I don't have any of the spirit orbs, that's what they are at the moment. But yeah, you can jack up your stamina or your hearts, which is so handy. Possibly breaks the game balance a little bit, but you know what? It makes it more fun. I've got a few mods like that. Like I got one that just makes creepers not able to do any damage, which sure it fucks with the balance, but fuck creepers, they're the worst. Yeah, with Alex mobs you can collect all kinds of weird animal parts to make into things, question mark. I haven't really done any of those recipes yet. Yeah. Too much crap. This game is so big. Oh yeah, I think this is the one that dumps into the sorting system. A closet with all my gear. I guess I didn't do any like really huge wild builds on this game yet. I mean, I guess my house is big. And you can see that's the village over there with that little castle that we were in before. I could have sworn I did some like really absurd big builds on this one at some point. Maybe it just felt like it at the time because it takes so long to build anything. I don't think I even really built much in the Nether. Rail system. That's about it. And I think this thing opens into a big Nether reactor, maybe? I don't remember. Maybe that was a different game I was on. That was. God, I wish I could remember which mods did which, because the Nether reactor is like this huge obsidian structure. Oh god. Yeah, whatever mod that is, I hate it. Adds a lot of things, but one of them are these god awful giant mosquitoes. I do not like. Not at all. No, I don't have a cart. I don't think this goes anywhere terribly interesting except for the piglin prison. Which, I mean, it's just a piglin farm, but I kind of made a big giant prison-like structure for them. Well, maybe it's not that big. I guess that was my other one that I was playing with L. Yeah, push button, receive bacon. I guess I haven't quite built up my piglins here. And it dumps out down here, but half the time it's crap. But yeah, that's my 1.20.1 world.